If we want to live sustainably and have look after our countryside better, the single thing that we can do most effectively is to reduce our consumption of animal protein, so meat, eggs, dairy, produce.
The founder of Devon-based Riverford Organic believes vegetables are the future, but animal farming is in his blood. Times are changing, and the farming industry must change with them.
I mean, I hate to say I'm the brother of a dairy farmer, the son of a dairy farmer, all my neighbours' animal farm. I find it very difficult to say that, and I am not an advocate of removing livestock altogether, but I think we need to see, I would like to see a complete removal of all intensive animal factory farming.
And how about the rise in the popularity of veganism and plant-based diets? That must give you some encouragement.
I mean, it's definitely good news for us. We do also sell meat and eggs and dairy, actually. I'm an advocate really of drastically reducing our consumption as opposed to outright veganism. But I suppose for us living in a countryside which is largely steep, not particularly fertile, it is very, very difficult to farm without animals.
Food production has not escaped the difficult summer, with COVID forcing the industry to think again about how it operates. But it hasn't all been bad news, as the way we consume is changing too.
We had to adapt very quickly to changing customer behaviour and the restrictions. We've seen a massive increase in demand. We're probably delivering about 50% more than we would have been at this time last year. There have been all the costs and the stresses of readapting very quickly to a different world, with customers behaving in a different way, with the need for social distancing and keeping our staff safe at work.
Now, I had to ask about the dreaded B word. It won't surprise you to learn that Guy has some pretty strong opinions on that too.
Well, sitting here today and reading the headlines, it does look very much as if we're heading for a no-deal Brexit. And, I'm sorry to be gloomy, but I think it's going to be commercially an absolute disaster. The disruption that this is going to cause, I find it really distressing, actually. I really find, given the combination of Brexit and COVID, I think it's going to be absolutely crippling.
Gloomy outlook or not, we could have kept talking for hours. But time was getting on, and Guy needed a hand picking his peas. The world might be changing, but lunchtime waits for no one. Sam Blackledge, ITV News in South Devon.